Cardinal Frances George attended St. Paschal Elementary School on Chicago's Northwest Side. It was the beginning of a lifelong love affair with Catholic education. With multiple degrees from Catholic universities around the globe, Cardinal George brought his tireless enthusiasm for Catholic education to the Archdiocese of Chicago in 1997.
Well, a lot of people talk the talk, but he really backs it with action. And he backs it with subsidies from the Archdiocese, backs it with vigorous lobbying with the legislature, and he backs it by keeping the schools open at a big financial sacrifice to everybody.
One of the Cardinal's major goals has been to stabilize and strengthen the Chicago area's Catholic school system. He made schools a top priority. He brought in a school board of business and academic experts. He created a scholarship in his name and oversaw a revised religion curriculum. And he's not afraid to speak his mind to lawmakers when needed. In addition to all this, there's that personal touch.
He's really had a tremendous impact, I think, as a model for young children. In addition, of course, he's talked with donors, administrators, teachers, civic leaders. In 13 years, I think he's considered every single opportunity to help raise funds, get people excited about Catholic education, and he still does.
The Cardinal's efforts have resulted in a solid record of keeping schools open. Currently, 216 elementary schools and 40 secondary schools serve more than 87,000 students, holding a steady course for the past 6 years. Some schools are being renovated and expanded as Catholic schools in the city of Chicago have seen an enrollment growth for the first time since the 1960s. And thanks to a partnership with the Big Shoulders Fund, schools are surviving where they are needed most.
The schools that we have, particularly in poorer parts of Chicago, are oases of safety and of love that create an environment where kids can learn. And that's why we have the spectacular results we have. We have good teachers, but they teach within a context of love. The kid is secure, and it all makes sense there. And so they're not only informed, they're also formed responsibly. And they have a very, very good chance then of being good members of this society and of living with the Lord forever in heaven.
The real difference is that the child who goes through our system avails themselves of the education that is available to them, becomes a solid, law-abiding, tax-paying, contributing member of society. And our community, because of that, is so much better off. To much of this, we have to attribute the drive and the tenacity that Cardinal George has brought to the program since he arrived here 14 years ago.
During his tenure at the Archdiocese of Chicago, Cardinal George has energized teachers, support staff, and donors to rally around the mission of Catholic schools, to evangelize and to educate students for the Church's mission in the world.
He also sees the energy of young people, and what a gift that is, to know that the vibrancy and life of our young people. Constantly I'll hear in a crowd where we said, oh, they're the future of our church, and Cardinal will support those who say, no, they are the church. And so our work with young people and with their families is really the deepest treasure and mission of the church.
The success of Chicago's Catholic schools can be measured in highly favorable student-teacher ratios, attendance, graduation, and college acceptance rates. It comes as no surprise that the Archdiocese of Chicago has more U.S. Department of Education Blue Ribbon Award schools than any other school system in the nation. So are you looking for something worthwhile to invest in?
The Lord is extremely generous with us, and we have to be generous with others in order to be His disciples. Generosity to the schools is a particularly effective way of being part of a gospel people, of helping individual poor kids who otherwise wouldn't have this opportunity. It is something that it's a pleasure to ask people to contribute to, because you know how it's going to transform lives and therefore change the world. And you know also that they can take great satisfaction in giving to Catholic schools.
Congratulations to Cardinal Frances George, a 2011 Seton Award winner, for his lifelong commitment to Catholic education and to the values of faith, hope, love, and community that Catholic education instills in our children.